there, people who have access to the internet and who are currently using it to watch this video. My name is PunFood, or just Pun if you prefer. And last time on Super Mario 3D World, we completed all of World Flower, and I guess other times we completed all of World Mushroom, and all of World Star, and all of World Bowser, and all of World Castle, all of World 6, all of World 5, all of World 4, all of World 3, all of World 2, all of World 1. And that just leads me to one thing. We have gotten every top of the gold pole, every star, every stamp, every level, and that unlocks this rocket here. Luckily, to unlock the final world, we don't have to play every level as every character. You do have to do that if you want a bonus reward, but not to get to the final world, thank God. But now, I want to point out that, for some reason, this surface here is a normal, like, you can hear it's kind of like, you know, a sandy tile type surface. And this surface, of course, is watery. But this bridge in between is counted as watery, even though it looks like it's made of the sandy surface. It's just a weird thing where I'm just like, why? How did they, you know, mess that up? Anyway, here we go. Welcome to the final world. The 12th world in the game, World Crown. And we have, I believe, the Comet Observatory is the name of this song, playing. So we have Mystery House Marathon with 30 stars and a stamp. The stamp's not usually in a Mystery House. We have this Sprixie House here. We have Captain Toad's Fiery Finale. And we have the infamous Champions Road. According to the level list, Champions Road comes first and the Mystery House comes last, but I think that's an organizational thing. Let's start with the Sprixie House because, you know, I believe this gives us the star? No, it gives us 8-bit Mario. Okay, but a modern 8-bit Mario, if you know what I mean. Anyway, please, now there's this ugly patch of land in World Star, and I don't, or World Crown. Alright, now, what level to do first? Definitely not Champions Road. I think we start with Captain Toad's Fiery Finale, since it's the easiest, it'll be the quickest to get out of the way. But World Crown is an ultimate test of skill, with the hardest Mystery House, the hardest Captain Toad, and the hardest normal level. So, with Captain Toad's Fiery Finale, there wasn't a Captain Toad level in World Flower, was there? Basically, this level plays with lava levels, and rising and falling lava. It's really interesting music, honestly. Make sure you don't accidentally, but some of these, not jumps, because you can't jump, but like some of these, things are really tight on timing. And you have to be really quick with getting some of these stars. Also make sure you're, raising and lowering platforms like that appropriately. So, now I have to remember how to get through the rest of this level here. Okay, I believe it's come over here to get on top of this. Don't think the fire guy can feud us from here. We might need to recalibrate that. Then jump down here and get up here and get over here, run across. Ooh, that's really tight and really close. Barely avoiding. And you have to land on this and get all the way up here. It's really tough. and you can get the stamp and a bunch of coins too. And now you can land on the fire piranha plant that's been tormenting you all level and grab the last green star. I won't say it's extremely difficult, but it might be the most difficult Captain Toad stage in the game. I will say there's probably some Captain Toad treasure tracker stages that are more difficult. Anyway, we get a nice, like, official art portrait picture of Captain Toad there. So, also, now we have the gold star with, you know, the Captain Toad flag for all green stars on top of the gold pole, technically. If we go back down, I just want to check something. Also, that's not how a rocket ship... But how did that work? Like, the rocket ship nosedived, but then it also, like, landed like that? See this level, the green star is not gold. What the gold-green star means, or the gold star means, is that you've cleared the level with every possible character. In Captain Toad's case, that's just Captain Toad, but... yeah. Anyway, we now have Mystery House Marathon, and... they're not wrong. It is a marathon. We're gonna be playing as Rosalina just because we can. If I need to, I might switch it up. There are 5 Sprixies here this time. And this is a compilation of, like, every mystery house throughout the game. Like, almost literally every mystery house challenge. If you go back and watch the episodes, you'll see these Mystery House levels in there. There's only a couple unique ones to this Mystery House, I believe. Unfortunately, I'm not playing with friends, so, I don't think I'm gonna make it. Nope. Didn't make it. Alright, it's fine. Saves your green star progress, so... that one I just got unlucky with the throw angle on the one guy. But you have to get 30 green stars in a row without failing. This is, I will say, this is one of the hardest levels in the game. Like, Captain Toad isn't necessarily a hard level, but it is, well, to some extent it is. But, it's not necessarily a hard level. But it is, you know, a hard Captain Toad level. This level, however, is definitely the most difficult Mystery House level, and it's a really difficult level in its own right, with some of the challenges you have to do, and the fact you only have 10 seconds or so to do them. Well, not or so, you literally only have 10 seconds. Come on. Come on! No! I'm slid off. God. Not sure I really agree with starting with Koopa Troopas. Anyway, so the other Mystery House is all the themes like Brawl, where you had to fight a bunch of peoples, or like Cat, you know, climbing. Or I think Melee was like Brawl, but it had more levels. Or was Brawl like Melee, but it had more levels? I forget. You know, and there were some that were just kind of standard Mystery House challenges, you know, or something. This level is hard, because this case you need the Fire Flower, but I can automatically tell you, you would definitely benefit from having a cat suit in a lot of these, and in fact, you're gonna need a cat suit for a lot of these. Not to mention, even though we've technically seen, like, all these challenges before, they have been made they have been made a good chunk harder than the last time we saw them. For this one, I wouldn't even bother with throwing. I would just grab the thing and climb back up the slope. Because it's not worth going through the pain again just to try. And that one can also be difficult, because anything that relies on enemy cooperation is difficult in this level. My goal is to speed... Oh, this one is somewhat difficult, with these guys. You don't want to overshoot the star, and you don't want to, even once you grab the star, you want to make sure you don't overshoot the thing. Here, you need a cat suit. I mean, you kind of need a cat suit. You don't necessarily. I believe it might be possible with at least Luigi. Oh, barely. That was way too close for comfort. If you come in already with a cat, but that's a problem. The one challenge, you need the fire flower to light the torches. This one, you need the cat suit. If you come in already with a cat suit this challenge is a bit easier. And with multiple people, one can hit the button, one can stand over here. But, like, yeah, some of these challenges, especially when you have to do them one right after another, can be difficult. And, you know, again, these challenges are probably more difficult than, like, the normal, than they were before. Like, this one wasn't that difficult before. Really want to make sure you grab the star. I'm actually gonna take the cat bell as opposed to the lucky bell, because the cat bell allows me to do a mid-air saving dive. This one I don't think is any harder. I think it's just, you know, a really difficult challenge in its own right. The platforms, and some of these ones in this, you know, marathon mystery house, are way more difficult. Come on, no. No. What was I saying? Some of the yeah, I don't know what I was saying. I think I was just trying to make it through. I don't think I need to cut back. They're only 10 seconds long each. I think I really love the idea of World Crown, like, the most challenging of every type of level throughout the game. But that reminds me of one thing. Like, okay, so why did the Ice World only have one ice level? But B, why didn't any of the bonus worlds remix that ice level? And C, like, I don't, like, I'm still upset about it. I'm still, like, you know, World Star had some space-themed levels, you know. World Flower and Mushroom were premised around remixing old levels, and World Crown offers the most difficult challenges, you know. World 5 also kind of suffers, but World 4 had plenty of canyon levels. World 2 didn't necessarily have desert levels, but they had levels that fit with, you know, more desert climate sort of vibe, you know. World 1 definitely had grass levels. World 6 definitely had sky levels, you know, or levels that, again, mesh with the sky vibe, you know. But World 3 only had the one ice level. Like, you know, stupid. But I also think, you know, it's like, I don't know, World Crown, I feel like is a... World Bowser and World Castle definitely had Bowser and Castle themed levels, but World 3 only had one ice level. And this is like the only ice portion of this level. That one right there with the ice skates. You know, ice is totally underrepresented as, like, you know, a thing in this game. That was down to the wire. I don't know. I don't know why I feel so upset. I don't understand the, you know, it's like, it just feels like, how do they only have, like, one ice level in almost the entire game, is my question. I guess Peepa's Fog Bog does use the snow theme to some extent. Down to the wire. Yeah, some of these Mystery House challenges, if I was playing as Luigi or potentially even Peach, I could totally just spin jump up there. I tried. Alright. Rolling it again, I'll meet you back to where I was. So, I'm back. Okay. This one isn't too hard if you don't go for fancy trying to jump. The problem I have is, like, whenever I needed to get off the wall, I would jump. And that would actually send me a bit too far, like that way. Anyway, what I really wanted to say was, don't bother with the chasing it. Just hold it in one place. There we go. Okay. What I really wanted to say was, like, to some extent, it would be cool if this World Crown was, like, you know, Superstar Road from You Eat Soup, where it compiles every world theme, you know. So, like, for World 1, you know, in World Crown, they would have a specific level for World 1 that would be, you know, Grassland, and World Bowser, which would be, like, an amusement park, and World, you know, 4, which would be, you know, like, a canyon, and World 5, which would be, you know, bubble water themed, I guess. And World 6, which would be, you know, cloud themed, and World 7, which would be, or Castle, which would be, you know, castle or lava themed, you know. World 2 would be desert themed, you know, like a desert themed level, and then for like World Star they could do a space theme, and like World Mushroom and Flowers, I don't know, they could remix something or just include some random level, you know. And then for World 3 they could obviously have anything but an ice themed level, right? Because that's what World 3 is known for. Not having an actual ice level. I don't care. I lost the cat suit, but I just needed to get through the level. Alright. Here, you need to grab the potted piranha plant, have it eat all the fuzzies, drop it, and kill it. That's why Rosalina's... This is the room Rosalina's good for, because it's easier to kill the potted piranha plant with the spin attack. And here, the spin attack also helps with, you know, making sure you grab that star. Alright. There are a couple left. Alright. There we go. Yeah, but they're even throwing in some mystery houses from like the actual levels in the game and not mystery house levels. Anyway, for this Boom Boom fight, it just tasks you with jumping on Boom Boom and then grabbing the star. But his death animation takes a bit, so you have to be, you know, pretty fast with it. Here's the last one. I'm gonna pop the fire flower just in case. But this one, don't fall. It's just a congratulatory. You grab the stamp, you get rain coins, make the jump. Don't fall. Anyway, yeah, the last one's a freebie. But, you know, Mystery House is fun. And that's where you get the star. Okay. Now, that's a lot of stars. Except we're not too far into the episode right now. But especially with cutting some of that up to where I got back to the point where I failed. But now we have the ultimate challenge, Champions Road. It's just a crown. You know, it doesn't spoil anything about the level itself, but I think it would be kind of hard for them to put, you know, what the level is on its overworld icon. But this is it. The final challenge. Hopefully, I beat it in one shot, but that's likely not going to happen. Crown Dash Crown, Champions Road. One of the most infamous levels in all of Mario. Starts off pretty standard, just some easy jumps. Really wish I had Peach, or at least took damage to have the spin attack, but I might need hit points, so I will just do this. Now, the hard part. Making these... Couldn't even land on the thing. Alright, that's fine actually. Didn't beat it first try, but now I have the spin attack. I'm playing as Rosalina and not like Mario or Peach or Luigi. Peach would make this a bit easier, but I like the spin attack for this level. I have beaten this level with every character, and it took me like 300 lives to do, but I've done it, so should be easy. And luckily you can just run across that section. People sometimes get caught up jumping between each one, but if you played any Mario game, you know you can run over, you know, 1 block gaps. With the new elephant power-up, it looks like you can run over 2 block gaps, so this section isn't too bad. Just make the jumps, don't fail. In fact, this section is probably harder when I'm trying to beat it with my friends. I don't think we've successfully beaten this level together yet. I've beaten it, you know, 5 times at least on my own. Here's where they use Magic Koopas more. But with friends, this level can be a nightmare because you can get in each other's way and all that jazz. Anyway, getting through here. This section isn't difficult. Don't take the potted piranha plant, it'll just slow you down, and it'll mean that as Rosalina, you can't even use your spin. So, do that. Oh, this part of the song. This is hard. You can wall jump, but there's the spike ant troopers. So, what they probably intend for you to do is bounce on top of the ant troopers. Did you see that? Doesn't look like you can wall jump too well after a spin jump. Anyway, made it up. This part is difficult because you have to land on top of them pretty precisely. Okay, now we have the not necessarily easy part. None of this is really easy, but you just gotta maintain a good height as you swim through the spike maze. Don't take damage, because you're gonna need probably at least 1 hit point going into the next section. Make sure you're staying in your water bubble. If you fall out, you will either land on the spikes and take damage and probably die as well, or you'll fall off into the abyss. Anyway, get over here, get above this spike block, wait for it to move, then ground pound into the clear pipe you can't see because the water engulfs it. Alright, 1 green star left. We're cannoning over to this section. This section's rough. It forces you to dash, and there are ring burners which launch rings that unfortunately are very hard to avoid when you're going top speed. But that's why Rosalina is very good for the level, because Rosalina can air stall without any momentum. Make sure you grab the green star. From here, you just need to run around and grab all the key coins, and that's where you mainly want to damage boost. Grabbing all the key coins doesn't turn the burners off, or the ring burners off, so make sure you grab them and avoid them. Don't assume you're safe just because you grabbed all the key coins. Anyway, get through the box and you'll be greeted by this message. You'll also be greeted by the fact that you have to navigate through it manually. THA. The best attempt at an end that they could with the clear pipes. K, also similarly wonky to the end. Y. O. U. And I always thought that this part was eyes, but they're actually 2 exclamation points. Anyway, unfortunately, this would be the great time for a binocular fairy, so you could actually see the thank you all lit up at once, but it's fine. Also, don't fall off the edge. You can still fall off and die. There's no invisible walls to save you. So, yeah. Now just slide down the rainbow slide, and Plessy, the Toads, Captain Toad, the rabbits for some reason. I don't know why the rabbits are like main characters. Sprixies, Lumas, grab the stamp, and now that's left is the top of the goal pole. And if I miss this one, I will be very, very upset. Okay, I did it. That was easy. What was that, like my second attempt at the level? Yeah. Rosalina's really good for the level, for Champions Road. I'd say the hardest for Champions Road is Toad, because in the last section, you running to, oh, that was Lucky Cat Mario, the stamp was. But Toad is probably the hardest for Champions Road, because in the last section he might go too fast on the dash panels, plus, or like, you know, he might go too fast in general. He doesn't have good jumping, and the level centers around jumping. Luigi's okay. Mario is probably not the best. Peach is probably my personal second pick. But like, Peach and Rosalina kind of go head-to-head on Champions Road for me, in terms of who's the best. I mean, yeah, it wasn't too hard. And if we look at the save files, we can see I have only died 65 times. That's what the little number below my life count is. And I have 4 stars, all shining. Now, that is everything done. Except, we are still missing 5 stamps. I will tell you, you probably won't be getting these stamps unless, like, 3D World is the only game you own, and it's the only thing, or it's the only game you care about playing, or you're a true completionist, or whatever. Playing through the game, you're fine to just stop here. You don't get anything special for having all the stamps. But, to get those last 5 stamps, they are related to playing every course as every character. If I can zoom in, this one here, I believe this one here is Mario. So beat every course is Mario. This one here is Luigi. Beat every course is Luigi. This one here is Peach. This one here is Toad. And this one is Rosalina. So you have to beat every course as all the characters to get all the stamps. Yeah, you're completely fine if you don't want to do that. But, you know, that's basically everything in the game. If we go back to World 1 here. And as you can see, I have only beaten most of these courses as one character. I don't think I have it in me to go back through all these courses just to show off what those stamps look like. I will say that I do have a completed file where I have all the stamps. I mean, it's not like going through these levels is hard, it's just repetitive. It's the main issue. Anything else that I can really show here? Find it interesting how they position World Star, like it's below World Mushroom, I get that, but then World Crown. I find it weird that they just went like completely off the map like this, you know. And is this like from a top-down view or what? I don't know. Anyway, going back to World Crown, I don't think I want to run Champions Road again with all the characters. So, I think I'll leave you with this. We've done everything in 3D World aside from the 5 stamps. And, you know, saved the Sprixies, got all the green stars, got all the stamps, got all the tops of the goal poles, cleared every level, you know, and the hardest challenges in the game, you know, and we defeated Bowser. So, I guess that, you know, means you did a good job. Now I'm noticing the golden weird outline around the Rosalina. Is that like supposed to be the reflection in the water? Maybe, but we can hardly... I never noticed it before because maybe the way the view... I think it's supposed to be like a reflection. Anyway, so yeah, we've basically done all there is to do in 3D World. And Bowser's been defeated, but my guess is that, you know, he's probably furious at that. So, I guess for now, my name has been and will be tomorrow, and the day after that, 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 and the day after that. It always will be Pun Food. But you've seen it here first, folks. I beat Champions Road on my second attempt. So I don't think any of you can look Crown on me anymore.